Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina. If you haven't been here before, I do DIY and decor videos. Today we're going to be doing an entryway makeover, European inspired. So we're going to be using some tile to make a checkered floor, some wood elements, and you can't forget the brass, of course. The brass. Okay, let's start by cleaning this boot. So to create this checkered pattern, I'm going to be laying down some peel and stick tile over my existing tile, which is a little weird, I know, and it does sound like a tripping hazard. Surprisingly, it has not been, but if you are worried about that, there is some peel and stick that is a lot thinner than this one, pretty much like contact paper, I would say. So I'll link that below if I can find it for you. And these are very easy to install. You just cut them with scissors and that's it. Use one as your template. If all your tiles are about the same size, it'll save you some time. Next up, we're going to be upcycling this mirror here. I've had it forever and it cost me about $8 to upcycle it. We're going to be adding some ornate onlays on there just to make it more of a vintage mirror. We're going to need some hot glue, some glue sticks, of course, and these little molds that I got off of Amazon, which is why I spent the $8. They're really cool, actually, and really easy to do. So you just fill up the little molds with the glue and let it dry for about 5 minutes and come back and see if you're missing any spots. And if you are, put some more glue in there or else it's not going to show the detail in the onlay. I made this mistake with the first one I made and it turned out pretty bad, but the rest were fine and it doesn't matter if you go back and fill it up with the glue later. So yeah, the one you see here on my right hand is the one I didn't fill up enough with the glue and it kind of looks raggedy, and you'll just want to test where you want your onlays on. I'm just gonna keep mine simple. I'm just gonna be measuring all the center parts of each side of the mirror and go from there. Okay, so I ended up testing out 3 types of glues just to see what would work better. Initially, I thought this E6000 glue would be the best one, but it wasn't. It was wiggling around like you have no idea. And then I tried super glue, and that was even worse. So my last resource was actually hot glue, which I already had, which you would have thought I would have thought about that first, but obviously I didn't. So yeah, just save yourself some time and just use the hot glue. Also, I don't know, this mirror is really a hot mess of a DIY because I painted it like 3 times. I initially used this gold paint thinking it was going to be amazing. It ended up being way too light, or I needed a base color, so then I proceeded to paint it black, and then I put some rub and buff, and then I didn't like that, and then I painted it back to black. So yeah, it was a hot mess, but I'm glad I decided on the black frame because I think that makes more of a contrast with what I was going for. So while that dries, I'm gonna get started on the wallpaper, and I found this on Amazon. Surprise, surprise. Initially I thought it was thick, but turns out the backing was the thick part. Yeah, it was pretty thin, but it's still pretty and it still worked, and it hasn't fallen off of the wall yet, which is a win-win, I guess. And I can't remember how much it is. I want to say like $30 or so. Also, this little ladder is amazing if you do a lot of DIY projects. And no, I don't get any commissions from this, so this is just me saying that it's cool. They have a ton of colors, but I picked the gold one. When I was done with the top part, I moved on to the bottom, but I didn't have enough wallpaper. So I do have one tip for you if you run out and have to use bits and pieces of it. Cut out some of the designs in there and put them on the seams, and it does the trick. It kind of tricks your eye into thinking that it's just a whole piece of wallpaper, and you can't really see the seam anymore. See, look at that, look at that. And there's my little creeper. She was just staring at me. Next up, we're going to be doing some faux stained glass, and I chose this one. We're going to be using the middle part just so I don't have to cut the design right across the middle. You know what I mean? It's really easy to install. You're just going to want to spray some water on the glass and take off the protective backing off the paper and spray some water on there. Use a credit card or a debit card or any kind of card, I guess, to get the water out, and you're done. Let's get this show on the road and put things back together how they were, and get this hot mess of a mirror that almost drove me insane. Had to paint it 3 times. Did I mention that? Okay, I did. And guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And if you like this type of video, please hit the like button or subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to. Anyways, till next time. And now I'll go let you see the result. Okay, bye.